So, um, I, I know you guys. What's up, by the way? I just woke up and I needed to record this because, excuse me, because like it's not the first time and it won't be the last. So, I've had dreams like through like ever since I became a Christian, like a born again Christian. I've had dreams of the events of Revelation taking place, and this is like, um, at the time when I read it, I didn't understand it. And like once I, became born again, I started having dreams about the events of Revelation actually happening in our time and day. I've had like continuations of each one from the perspective of, seeing it affect everybody else, and then the perspective of seeing it affect me. Now, I've seen in these dreams, um, locusts and other creatures, as clouds are billowing out, kind of like a smoke cloud whenever you inhale a vape or a hookah and you blow out the smoke. When the smoke billows out, like it kind of looked like that. And then like these like creatures would fly out of the smoke that's billowing, and like they would start attacking like everybody. Then there's, dreams I've had of, where I'm heading to Avery's house, and like there's, fucking aliens or an alien invasion. um and like as I get there, I go to take him to the hospital because he got attacked by one. And as I do, to the right side, heading down one of the streets, I can see what looks like the moon itself like crashing into the earth. And then the thing about it is that like when it crashed in the dream, I could actually feel it, like the effect, like immediately. Well, I mean, I know a celestial body that huge would actually cause problems before, but remember, this is a dream. But when the moon crashed into the earth, like a shockwave went out, and we could feel the car turn over, and that's when I kind of woke up. I've had dreams where, like you could see the planets clear as day in the sky, in the night sky, where they were coming closer to Earth, and where there was like a countdown until like an asteroid or the moon hit the Earth and destroyed it, which is prior to that dream I had just told you guys about. I've had dreams where I was walking through the city and I've seen everything in ruins, like things were like, some buildings were on fire, some glass and windows from some businesses were shattered. There were fires in some of the stores and people were infected, by a pestilence and whatnot. I've had dreams where, I've seen, like the earth itself actually in the middle of blowing up, where everything was all red and lava was everywhere and the earth was shaking, and like people were trying to get to certain like safe spots. I even had a dream like this. All started with the very first dream that I had, where I was visiting my old high school, Rockledge, right? And sorry, I'm trying to make this like a lot easier. There we go. So I was visiting in the dream Rockledge High. It was one of my old teachers, Miss Vax, and this was in the portable. So we were just, chilling. I was just talking to her, and then like I see like thunder and lightning and like tornadoes around, like not really hitting us, but like I stepped outside in the dream and I saw, the sky go gray. There were tornadoes like in different areas. I saw like a lot of lightning just being like striking. And then in the sky there started to be all these like fucking like, old school like World War II planes that were flying by. And one of them drops a nuke um into the portable, but it didn't go off yet. I go into the portable and I look down and I see it. It was an old school nuke down in the or is it down like below the floor of the portable? And when I see it, that's when I wake up. Well, I've had more dreams recently, and these are kind of horrifying. So this dream is in reference to the 3 days of darkness, and I know that in history it's already happened, but history has it repeats itself, not just twice but multiple times. And in this dream, like at this point, I think Elon has already colonized Mars, um, but it gets real real quick. So, uh, they found a specimen It was like a group of scientists that were on a rocket. They were on a ship that was kind of advanced, a little bit advanced, and they found a specimen that they decided to bring back to Earth. So what I take it was Earth, because like they said that in the dream they said it was another planet. It wasn't. It was Earth. It was either Earth or a new Earth. So they were taking the specimen back. Oh, excuse me. Um, and as they were taking it back, one of the scientists was a female. She had, black hair, brown eyes, and she was like maybe a little bit into her 40s, and um, like someone came freaking out, and I don't know if I was personally in the dream, but I had a vantage point of someone in the dream. So we went up to check to see what was going on, and she came out with a scalpel in her hand, but she was covered in blood. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, what the fuck? So like we go to look, and she said, I'm so sorry, I had to do it. There's, before it was too late, there's this and this. And then all of a sudden, this like thing that like it was kind of like it looked a little bit like a face hugger without its legs, and it only had a very very like small tail. But it started rolling, and then it started morphing into like a black liquidy substance, kind of like it looked like the symbiote from the Tom Hardy Vader movies. Vader, there it is. Still waking up. The Tom Hardy Venom movies, and so it started taking over other people. So like um what it would do is it would like cause a wound, get in the wound and infect them, and they would immediately turn, and like they would be somewhat sentient but like so corrupted. So like um in the dream, the person that I was looking through the eyes of got infected, and I could use, for some reason I could use the fucking the symbiotic thing like Venom does, like Spider-Man does and whatnot. So I do that. By the time that people were getting infected, we already hit Earth. We're already on Earth, and um, this it was like it was crazy because the sun like was out for 3 days. There it was completely dark for 3 days, and so what happened in that darkness, like I can visually see it, was first it started with the celebrities, like they started getting infected, and then things left and right were happening, and it was horrifying. But the thing is that like I saw like how people were like wounded, and the stuff would enter into people, and it was like, and it went from like it went from them just being like, oh, infected, to like demonic possession. Like that's what it looked like. So people were getting those who were like fucking with certain, I guess like it was with like Neuralink or some or something, they were able to be infected. And those who didn't have certain things, the demonically possessed people, were getting killed. But the demons would infect someone through like it was like a black photoplasmic like thing, physically is what we saw. But like these people were, they were very violently killing these people. They were breaking, like they had strength breaking through doors, and like metal doors and wooden doors and windows, and taking people out, and fucking straight up like either killing or infecting them, or possessing them, and or opening them to possession. And it just went on, and it was horrifying. Like their teeth were like sharp and all black. Their eyes, like they were like, you could see the intensity behind the eyes. Like it was like some had the yellow, some had just straight black eyes. Like it was really horrifying. Like and like I could hear some of them speak, but it wasn't like they were speaking their own voices through the person's mouth of whoever they were possessing. And I saw one of them go up to a building and say, look at this. It looks like they're writing something, and like it had to do with the blood of Jesus Christ. And so like um it was really weird, because they were like, oh, that's right, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's right. So like there was that. And then the next dream I had, it was really weird because like the next dream I had, I was out, and it was like a continuation of this dream, but like the zombies were like, they were starting to kind of, well, I call them zombies, but they were actually demonically possessed people. Um, like eventually, like the people who were killed by these demons ended up having their corpses reanimated and becoming zombies. And there a lot of them were taken care of, but um in one of the dreams, like this was afterwards, like we're like it was myself and like a bunch of people. We were gonna get a flight, um or get a ride somewhere, I don't fucking know. And like there were a few of them that ran out, and then like I was getting my stuff still, and everyone started leaving without me. I'm like, no, wait, hold on a second, like y'all can't fucking leave me like this. So like someone waits with me, and then like we just kind of take care of a couple of zombies that we found. And as I'm going back somewhere, there's like a all of a sudden I start getting like these weird um like visions in my head, in the dream. And in the vision was a like it was like a video kind of. And the video said spiritual video, or it's like some starts with a V, and then the other word is spiritual. And in the video it shows a woman who is basically like it's kind of like a music video a little bit, but like it's where she's um through the video she's kind of like singing about her life, whatever. And then like there's a logo that appears at the end of it, and it's mostly blue with a little bit of red towards a ring that's in the center. And in the center, or in that center ring, has some like dots coming out of it and whatnot. And like it gives a year. I couldn't remember if it was 2030 or 2040, but the insinuation of this is that this is someone who actually was in the Hollywood industry. And the video, it hints at them actually like consuming what they consume, what the conspiracy theories say that they eat. Yeah. So that was what she was insinuating. And the logo, if you had taken it and turned it around, it was like like around it was mostly red, but the blue, well, I thought it was mostly blue, but mostly red. But there is a little bit of blue around the ring, and in the ring it shows spirits coming out of the ring like into the blue. So like it looked like spirits of, or like any like demonic entities coming out of the ring. So what I believe is going to happen is that's what's going to happen during a new 3 days of darkness. And if you can't get your household right with Jesus Christ, it's going to be very terrible. You can't look outside or anything like that. So these are the dreams, the prophetic dreams that I've had for goodness knows how many years. Like dreams predicting wars and rumors of wars, dreams of how the earth is going to be destroyed and rebuilt again. Like it's bad. It's bad. Like I've like, and I've seen the perspective of someone who stays away from the infected, and someone who is it happens too. Like a lot of this stuff happens too. So I would highly recommend getting right with Jesus Christ. All right. Anyways, that's all I got for now. I'll probably do some let's plays or maybe reactions later on. Who knows? But I got some stuff I got to do. So thank you all so much for watching. If you like what you see, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and share with your family if you think it's appropriate. And if it's inappropriate, share with your friends on the entire internet, I guess. My name is Referee Rob Jackson. God bless you guys. Y'all have a great day. Stay safe.